Well, I think the number one thing, which was the focus after the last scrimmage, was to be able to make some significant improvement from week 1 to week 2, and I certainly saw a lot of areas where we were able to do that. You know, we made a lot more explosive plays today. We're a lot more consistent on offense. You know, we took care of the ball pretty well. Both quarterbacks played well. You know, so I thought the tackling was not as crisp as it needs to be, you know, on defense. And we continue to make probably more mental errors than we're going to be able to tolerate. So the knowledge and experience of continuing to work with guys, working together, communicating is going to be, you know, really, really important. So, you know, we had a couple 2-minute situations at the end of the game that we were, you know, successful at. I thought the specialists did fairly well today. Each of them had, you know, maybe one play they wish they had back, but I was really pleased, you know, with that as well. So I think the big message is the things that we focused on and the things that we worked on, we made improvement on. Like the things that we don't pay attention to detail on, you know, people trying to get the ball out, breaking the ball out, ball security, those types of things that we really make a great emphasis on. We need to continue to create more turnovers on defense. I thought we did a pretty good job of taking care of the ball today on offense. But, you know, why are the best the best? You know, I asked that question yesterday to the team, and I asked them again today. And the first thing you got to do is you got to tell the truth. You got to be truthful with yourself. You can't have some false reality about who you are, what kind of player you are, what you need to do to improve. You got to be truthful with yourself, and then you got to be willing to go prepare and do the things you need to do to be accountable, so that you can do your job and do it on a consistent basis. And I don't think we have enough guys on our team right now that are doing that. And that's something that we definitely need to focus on and work on. So, you know, overall, I'm pleased with the improvement that we made. I'm far from satisfied with where our team is. We got a lot of work to do.
We'll start right over here with Charlie.
Just wanted to ask about Christopher Allen. We haven't seen him at practice a couple of days. What's the status of him?
Who's that?
Chris Allen.
Oh, well, 2 guys I should have mentioned. You know, Matt Womack. Obviously had a foot fracture last year and, you know, was totally healed, actually stepped on somebody's foot and fractured his foot again. So he's going to be out for, I don't know, probably anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. Chris Allen, surgical knee injury, he's probably out for the season. So, you know, it's unfortunate that we've gotten 2 of those now at the same position, both guys that would have made a contribution to our team. And we don't have enough depth, especially on defense, to afford to be able to lose those kind of players.
Middle, Cecil.
Just to follow up on that you have had 2 injuries of that nature at that position. Who now has to step up? How did the linebackers look today?
Well, you know, we basically, you know, have Anthony and Christian Miller, who have been starters around here. But, you know, past that, you know, we have Ben Davis and 2 freshmen. And, you know, that's basically what we have. I think we could, you know, if we had more inside linebackers, Josh McMillan could probably play the position, but I'm not sure we can afford to move him. So we're really, you know, very, very thin at those 2 positions right now.
Over on the left with Michael. So where have you seen progress from Tua since the end of last season? Progress from Tua since the end of last season.
You know, look, everybody has improved. You know, Jalen's made a lot of improvement. Tua's made a lot of improvement. I think he has a better understanding of the offense. He's got a lot more reps. And I think, you know, he's always been a very instinctive player. But I think he would tell you that his knowledge and experience has certainly benefited him in having greater confidence and understanding of what he's doing.
Here on the left with Alex.
Nick, you kind of repeatedly been a little bit critical of everybody beyond the first team, or first grouping a little bit. Does that concern you? I mean, you got another week of preseason practice. Does that concern you at this point that there's not more progress from that second and third groups?
Well, I've been concerned about this all along. I mean, so I don't even know why you would ask the question, because you all don't think, you just think we just, whatever happens, we just shit another player. And everything's going to be perfect. All of our fans think that. You all think that. That's what you write about. That's the message that you send out there. And, yeah, I worry about it all the time. I may be the only one, but I do worry about it. So I'm very worried about it. But every team has problems. And look, how you manage problems, the discipline that you have to go about trying to help players improve and get better so they can have a role on the team, that's the most important thing we can do as coaches. So we don't have an opportunity to get any more players right now, and I trust and believe in the players that we have, and we just got to get them better. I mean, they don't have a lot of experience. They're young players, and we just got to get them to understand what it takes to be able to go out there and play with consistency.
First off, you didn't mention Jamie Mosley or Daniel Wright. If you could just give a quick status report on them. And then what have you seen from the young secondary? You had mentioned Xavier McKinney and Trayvon Diggs, but what have you seen from some of the younger guys stepping up in scrimmage?
Well, we didn't play very well today, and they gave up a lot of big plays and made a lot of mental errors. And I'm not pointing out anybody or anything, but we need to do better. We need to play better as a group. We have some individuals that are playing well, and we've got some other guys that need to play with a lot more discipline, eye control, and understand what they do. They're young players. I believe in them. I've got a lot of confidence that we can get them where they need to be, but they need to realize they got a lot of things to work on, and that's something that we definitely want to, get back at. And these guys have worked really, really hard, but I think sometimes when things go fast out there, it's hard for them to figure it out, and then they don't play with a lot of confidence and focus, and that just goes with being a young player. So we'll keep working with those guys and, kind of go from there.
Coach Jackson, that was the last one.
I'm sorry?
Somebody taller, Jamie Mosley and Daniel Wright.
Daniel Wright scrimmaged today in a black jersey, but he scrimmaged. He got a lot of reps. Jamie Mosley has been practicing some, but no contact, and his position is not really one that you can play without contact. So he didn't scrimmage today, but we feel like he'll be back on the field and able to do some things next week.
Thanks.
All right, thank you.